We are live now on Facebook.
I can be that I wanna be. I wanna be.
Come with me, and you'll see.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be. I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Holy name university.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Holy name university.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Check sound.
Loud and clear.
I wanna be.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Holy name university.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Holy name university.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be. I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Holy name university.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Holy name university.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be. I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Holy name university.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be.
Holy name university.
I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be. Open my mind. I can be that I wanna be. I
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the In Focus series of Holy Name University, brought to you live from the Marketing and Advertising Office. In Focus is a series of virtual panel discussions and conversations about relevant, up-to-date information about the programs, departments, colleges, and the alumni of Holy Name University with the intention of informing our parents, students, incoming enrollees, our stakeholders about the programs and activities, updates of Holy Name University. This afternoon, the In Focus episode is on the AB Political Science alumni of Holy Name University through the years. And we have our distinguished panelists this afternoon who will be introduced in a little bit. Without further ado, may I give you the president of Holy Name University for his welcome message. Father Roel F. Lero, SVD. Good afternoon, Father.
Good afternoon. Ug akong pagtimbaya sa atong mga sinunggang dinapit karong hapuna, our very distinguished and honorable panel this afternoon of the In Focus, Mayor Dodo Humawid, Attorney Boyser, Attorney Barbarona, and Mr. Maragino. I'm very happy to see, of course, Erica and John. No, they were. I still met them when they were active students and leaders of Holy Name University, and these were among the most decorated graduates we had. No? So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the In Focus. I'm sure that you're going to have a very engaging exchange and discussion this afternoon. You are among the pride of the political science program of Holy Name University. And we hope that this In Focus this afternoon will be able to provide more information for those who are thinking of enrolling in the same program that you took during your time. So I wish you well, Ma'am Vera, for mediating the coming of these great personalities. And I hope that, as I said, you'll have a wonderful afternoon together. I'm sorry that I cannot stay with you until the end because I still have other concerns to attend to. But it is already sufficient that I have seen you, and I know that this will bring so much pride and honor to your alma mater, the Holy Name University. So once again, Mayor Humawid, Attorney Boyser, Attorney Barbarona, and Mr. Maragino, welcome to the In Focus, and enjoy the rest of the 45 to 1 hour brainstorming and exchange with Vera. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for that warm welcome. Can you stay put while we have a gallery picture just so while you're still with us? We'll have that for everyone as for posterity's sake.
Mr.
Okay.
John, lalabas ka muna.
Oh,
Ngayon, pagwapo
there you
pakita
are.
ba?
Okay. So we have this afternoon, Father Dude said, we have no less than the mayor of Batuan, Attorney Antonino Dodo Morala Humawid. So welcome to In Focus. We have Attorney Mitchell John Boyser. We have John Maraginot, and we have Attorney Erica Barbarona. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Father. I know that
Good
you have
afternoon.
other stuff to do, so that's why I had to ask you to do the welcome at the very, very beginning. Salamat kay Father.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's move on to have a brief introduction, just a short round robin introduction from our panelists. You just say your name and your current position, and then after that round robin, we will have deeper information about you and your current work. Let's start with ladies first. Attorney Erica.
Okay. I am Attorney Erica Barbarona, and I am a professional and I am currently connected with the Karandang Law Office as an associate lawyer. And also, I am a legal officer of the Department of Agrarian Reform, the province of Bohol.
Thank you
So
very much.
as of
My
now, I'm still a budding lawyer. So
Thank you very much. My bones and blood are were fed by Dar, like attorney lawyer. Because my father was working there for much of his professional life. Let's hear from John, attorney John Maragino.
Maayong hapon,
By
good
age, by
afternoon.
age, Danny. Okay.
By age din. My real name is Metodio B. Maragino Jr., but I'm more popularly known as John. And I think the reason is obvious. And I'm currently connected with UTID Philippines. It is a non-government organization that has a national scope but is based in Tagbilaran City, Bohol.
Okay, thank you very much. And we have attorney Mitchell John Boyser.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Vera. Good afternoon, Father Dodds, and the other members of the panelists. I am Michelle Jan Buloy Boyser, and presently I am into a private practice in my law office, MJL Boyser Law Office at Gagliardi Street, Tagbilaran City.
Okay, and thank you very much. Welcome to this afternoon's In Focus. And then we have the Honorable Mayor Antonino Dodo Humawid. Good afternoon, Mayor.
Good afternoon, Vera, ug sa tanan. Good afternoon, Brother Buloy and Jan and Attorney Barbarona. I am presently the current mayor of Batuan, Bohol, a fifth class town of Bohol. Ako yung full name is Antonino Morala Humawid, but people close to me call me Dodo. So that is the common, the fan name they call me now, Dodo.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, our avid followers, our viewers, those who are watching us live on Facebook, synchronously and asynchronously later, and perhaps those who will be watching this in YouTube, because we will be uploading this the video files also in our HNU YouTube channel, and uploading and airing the audio files in our very own DYJR Johnson Radio 106.5 FM in the Metro Tagbilaran area, and probably in Spotify. This episode this afternoon is bringing together our alumni from the AB Political Science Department of Divine Word College, Holy Name University. It's a mix of the young ones and the young ones, ONCE, and those that were in Divine Word Pa, and those that had been in Holy Name University. So welcome to this panel. Our hope is that we will be able to bring like the most of the In Focus episodes to help our incoming students or their parents or stakeholders know what the AB Political Science program is about, where it is leading to, how it has helped people, graduates like you, and hopefully help them make informed decisions about their future careers. So we'll start with questions, deep diving into what the AB Political Science course and program is about. So let's start with a question. Start with Asatal Magsugod. John Maragino. Tell me about yourself and your what happened to you after graduation. Just outline leading to your current work.
Yeah, so thank you so much once again, Ma'am Vera, for having me here in your online feature of alumni of Holy Name University, specifically those who took the degree on Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. right after I graduated, actually, to begin with, my experience really at Holy Name University really influenced me a lot in terms of the career track that I took after I graduated from the school. And the exposures that I got while studying at Holy Name University really inspired and pushed me to take on my current career as a development worker. So as a development worker, the first job that I took immediately after I graduated from Holy Name University was a job at the European Union. It's an environmental project that was implemented in 3 countries, and I was very fortunate enough to land a job in that line of work. And since then, I've took on many responsibilities that are in line with my current advocacies as well, because as a development professional, we need to have thematic professional expertise, and those areas for me are with environment, good governance, inclusive education, environmental sustainability. So for the past 10 years, I've been actively engaged in those advocacies, working in different projects all over the world that are funded by international development organizations like USAID, EU, OSAID, the CIDA, the Canadian International for Development Agencies, and many other organizations that are linked with helping communities get themselves empowered in order to solve their development challenges. So that's a track I took in. So I didn't become a lawyer, but I embarked on a journey of development work.
Wow, very close to my heart also because for part of my life was also in development work. So we have more about you later, and let's have attorney Mitchell John Boycer here tell us about himself after he took AB Political Science. What did he do and his career path?
Thank you, Ma'am Ver. Again, good afternoon to everyone. Firstly, I decided to take AB Political Science because I was already, or I have already decided that I'll be taking up law because my late father was a lawyer. And because of my orientation in terms of the application of law with my father, I decided to take up law and decided to enroll also at Holy Divine Word then college, no, because it was only changed to Holy Name University a few years, no, after I graduated. And right after my graduation at Holy Name University with the degree of political science, as I said earlier, I wanted to become a lawyer. I also decided to enroll at Holy Name University College of Law. And true enough, with my ambition and with the guidance of the Almighty, I passed the bar. And after, but even before I passed the bar, when I was still studying at the College of Law, I was already engaged or worked with the government because I worked as a legislative staff assistant with the office of Attorney Tomas D. Abapo Jr. in his capacity as board member of the 2nd District of Bohol. From 1995 up to 2004, I was with him. So practically, my knowledge in political science and my studies in the College of Law greatly helped me in terms of my work ethics with the provincial government then at the time. And after I passed the bar, I had also the chance to be one of the professors of the Holy Name College of Law, I think from 2004 to 2011. So I have 7 years again of working back and giving myself to Holy Name University, the school where I graduated. And after that stint, maybe you will ask, why did I stop in 2011 as a professor in the College of Law? That was also because I was appointed by then Governor Edgar Chato as the provincial legal officer of the province of Bohol. So again, I am proud to say that I have no regret or qualms when I decided to take up political science because my orientation back then in my college days and even up to the present when I am already now in the private practice still evolves with the government, the political setup, the political scenario in our province, in our country in general, and the application of law that I have gained out of my studies. So I
Wow.
think that will be all for now, Ma'am Vera.
Thank you very much. I still remember our fathers working together and how you
Yes,
were
Abdar.
a small boy at the Immaculate Heart of Mary Seminary, and
Yes.
I guess you were also in my zoology class.
Yes, ma'am.
If I remember correctly, all of your siblings uh, call me ate because they were in my Holy Spirit school classes. So I'm really very proud of how and where all of you have become, what you have become in the current time. So then we will have Mayor Humawid here. Tell us about yourself and your current work. What did you do after graduating political science at Holy Name University, Divine Word College?
Sorry, no, I lost contact for a few minutes. Again, good afternoon to everybody. I am a graduate of HNU, formerly Divine Word College of Tagbilaran, batch 1989, no? Political science, major in political science, and then Dean Lugarta. So after completing AB Pulsai, I took up law, the same school, no? Like Buloy, parehami nga school, I took up law in HNU also and graduated in 1993. And after that, I went into private practice until I became mayor in 2016. Then while studying law, actually, I also was connected with the DNR as land investigator. Then after passing the bar, I also was with Governor, former Vice Governor Edgar Chato as the Vice Governor then in Bohol for a few, I think 1 year. Then I became a professor of the College of Law of the University of Bohol for 2 years. And then I was in a full private practice for around 20 years. Then I became a mayor.
Okay. You were also in ELAC, Mayor. Mayor,
Yes,
is
I
that
was
correct?
with Maya,
With that,
with
yes,
Maya Mascareñas,
yes,
mga mga partners na kaudaan sa dibdib, no?
yes.
Sa Divine Word College, Attorney Piquero, Attorney Judge Raul Barbarona, and Attorney Alvin Uy. So we were in ILAC. Private man to siya, no?
Mhm.
As a private endeavor also, with Ma'am Linda and Sir Charlie Aiko, we were consultants before of the Ford Foundation project in Bohol.
Wow. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember the ELAC, Environmental Legal
Legal
Assistance Center,
Center, yeah.
especially during the gold project where we had the environment protocol also, and we were closely working with you. I think the youngest in this panel this afternoon is Attorney Erica Barbarona. Yes, please tell us about yourself and your current
Hello, good
work.
afternoon.
Yes.
Okay, so I took up political science in the Bachelor of Arts in Political Science in Holy Name University because at first I was hesitant of what course to take. I think that's the usual problem with those students who have just graduated. Somebody told me that if you wanted a course that is open to all opportunities, so you take a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, and I was not mistaken in taking up this course. Actually, I'm very aside from learning the complexity of politics and laws and other related matters, especially in governance, it prepared me also in my studies in the College of Law, because honestly, when when you go to the College of Law, it is challenging and very difficult, considering that there are subjects that are not taken during your lower years. But with political science, political science course, it somewhat helped me to cope up with the rigors of studying in the College of Law. And eventually, when I took the bar, one of my I think my highest score in the bar was political law, which is 94%. So I'm very thankful and grateful that I have taken up this course. So it is true that this course will really prepare you to become a lawyer. And why I chose Holy Name University, because I believe that it is one of the best schools in not only in the province of Bohol, but in the Philippines. It has produced several top-notchers, lawyers, and public servants. And we have Holy Name University is known for its quality education. And I think the roster of faculty members are also commendable, considering that most of the faculty members are either master's degree holder or doctorate, and with a lot of experience in their respective field. Also, that's why I have chosen Holy Name University over other universities. So I think that's all that I could share as of now, Mumbera.
Okay. Thank you very much. I didn't realize that we didn't record that, but I'm correcting that. Anyway, we are live on Facebook right now. We have a lot of viewers, and synchronously, maybe later others can watch. You were handpicked by the chair of the AB Political Science Department, Dr. Federico Ticong, and we invited others also, but this is the four that we actually need, because you are from different fields now in your career. So we have a social development worker, development work.
Yes.
We have one in politics, practicing lawyer, but also now in politics. We have two practicing lawyers, but have been in government also, have been in private practice, and have been in other causes, especially for Bohol. So it is a very nice interaction. So I'll move on to this question. I'd like you to bring you back to your memories of Holy Name University, Divine Word College. I'd like you to tell me what were your significant, memorable experiences, high moments, probably challenges, or favorite teachers of the AB Political, Arita focus yun sa AB Political Studies at DWC HMU. Asa ta magsugod? We'll start with Attorney Buloy.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. One of my memorable experience when I was in the college was membership in campus organization. And that is very common. When you enrolled in college, there are many campus organizations who will invite you to join. Well, being a pol-sci major, we have the political science club. But on top of that, the major highlight that I am proud of to say is when I became a president of the Central Student Government. Dudo was one of our mentors, no, with the Dib because during that time there were two political parties, no, campus political parties, and I was invited to join, and I was also very happy that I became a member of Dib with Dudo, the rest of the mentors, the late Maya, of course, Mascareñas was also part of it. And well, I call it a challenging one because it's not easy to lead a group, especially students who at the time and even until now are idealistic. We have beliefs, political or otherwise, that we have to handle, and take note of it that we are leading thousands of students then. And for me, it was the very most challenging part of my college days, because you have to balance extracurricular and your academics. It's not easy to do that because, as I said, you have a big responsibility as the president of the student government. Now, talking about favorite teachers or professors, it's hard to say because just like Attorney Erica said, the crops of professors that we have in the AB Political Science, I would say, is very great. From the dean up to the professors. No? I remember at the time our dean was Dean Lugarta, Ma'am Lugarta. And after her retirement, I was able to be part of Dean Sahulan. And of course, I can recall our professors then. I was also under Attorney Roslima Abapo, Attorney Dandan Bantugan. Then we have also, in the philosophy side, Sir Eric Cañete, Bart Ausa. So
Wow.
these are some of the professors that I have been into during my college days. Of course, in the English department, Ma'am Sarabusing. Ma'am Sarabusing is one. Of course, I cannot also forget our host this afternoon, si Ma'am Vera. True enough, I was
Gamay
one
pa ko,
of
no?
his I was
100
one of
pounds.
his students in biology, together with my uh, siblings, no, that were
And the,
under Ma'am Vera.
and the ex-seminarians were in that,
Ye-
I think in
yes,
that group.
ma'am. That's
I was
right. That's right.
I was 100
So,
pounds in 92.
so I think those were a few of the highlights during my college days, and as well as in my AB Political Science days. Of course, not to mention the interdepartmental debate, because
Oh.
modesty aside, murag pangharos pod ang taga AB department during interdepartmental debate. Mukatawa si Dodo because, well, mura og naapoy semblance of truth do, di ba? So I think those are some of the highlights, Mambera, sa akong college days as political science student.
Wow, thank you very much. All those that you mentioned were my colleagues in the College of Arts and Sciences. We had the same dean, but I was teaching, and same experiences as we had. Let's move on to John Maragino. Tell me about your AB Political Studies at Holy Name University, the highlights, the high moments, and memorable experiences, significant learnings, probably.
Yeah. But just to be also frank to everybody, when I chose AB Political Science, it was really because before I enrolled myself at Holy Name University and I was checking the prospectus, I really hated math. And the only course that had very less math subjects was political science. So that was when I chose political science as my course, no. And when I was asked by my parents about it, and that was my answer, no. I really hated math. But then it was really a blessing in disguise because before I entered college, I'm also, by the way, I'm a full-fledged loyalty awardee of Holy Name University. From grade 1 to college, I took them all up at Holy Name University. So that is why when I got the loyalty award when I graduated, my parents said that it's not my award, it's their award for sending me to Holy Name University. So that's why I'm also thankful to my parents for really trusting the brand of academic excellence in Holy Name University. But going back, another thing also, my deepest respects to my co-divinistas, Attorney Dodo and Attorney Boyser, because I'm also part of DivDiv, and I became president of the Holy Name University of Central Student Government because of the Divinista Party also. Their influence to me was really huge. I could remember back then when I was in first year college, we underwent one of the party activities, which is the Pakig Sandurot, where we meet alumni
Yes.
of the organization,
Yes.
we meet fellow alumni of the Dibdib Party. It was then that I met, I got to have the chance to talk to, I don't know if Attorney Humawit could still remember, but he was invited in one of our activities together with Attorney Maya Mascarinias, and standing before them and listening from their stories of how they reached their respective careers. And me as a first year student back then was really inspiring, and it really pushed me to be actively engaged, not just only as a student, but also as a student with Holy Name University. And I think that's one of the unique features and characteristics of HNU. It has a very healthy campus student life. It provides students like me the opportunity to learn, not just within the four walls of our classroom, but also outside our classroom. So in Holy Name University, learning didn't stop when I'm inside my classroom. Learning goes everywhere, from the organizations that I joined, inside and outside the school. And also, of course, with the Central Student Government, grabe gito kay nga experience, no? It's really when you get to have a glimpse of the political sense of political science. And good thing for me, because I get to apply that when I'm still a student, because I'm part of the Central Student Government. So part of the application of the things that I learned in my course, I had the chance to really apply them when I was in the Central Student Government of HNU. And another thing, in terms of my professors, I wouldn't really say that I had favorite professors, because all of them in one way or another contributed to my development as a student, whether bad or good. Because I could still remember back then when I was in political science, no, our teachers have their own brand, no. Like for example, Attorney Abapo. So she's unique to me in one way or another. Attorney Dandan, I couldn't forget Attorney Dandan, no, because if he couldn't answer his questions, then we'd all be standing up for the rest of the period. And then Dr. I think it was Tikong, Dr. Tikong. No, he was the first one who really triggered me to really learn more about Latin maxims of political science, because the first thing he asked us that very moment when he entered in our political science 2 class was, define to me Duralex Sidlex. And that's really a question up until now that continues to trigger me. That is why it really gave me the challenge to continue learning, no, even if we're already working. And most importantly, HNU really honed me to be the kind of person I am today. Whenever I'm asked, I've been working in many projects, I've worked with many people, and perhaps one of the highlights of my development per career was I was given the chance to work at the US Embassy as a professional, as one of their diplomatic staff handling their projects in Mindanao. And when they ask me every time, so saan ka ba galing dyan? Like, where did you graduate? And every time I would answer, Holy Name University, and they would say, oh, we thought you graduated from somewhere else. So whether it's bad, it's a bad impression or a good impression, for me, it highlights that there's really there's something unique in terms of how I learned my course at Holy Name University. And one of them is learning things by doing things. And that's one of the things that HNU really gave me when I was a student.
I also love that the law is harsh, but that is the law. So thank you very much. Wow, I have it's really amazing, no? What all these years the brand and the excellence or the teachings, the learnings that our students get from the teachers really hone or form part and parcel of their lives. Attorney Mayor Dodo, tell me about your AB Political Studies. What were the highlights, the significant experiences, learnings, and challenges? Yes.
Thank you, Vera. No, as like Buloy and Jan, no, most of my experience, challenging as well as shall we see, experience with great impact is joining campus organization, and that is typical and common mostly for AB and political sa AB for political science students, no, because we have subjects in government, current issues. So being a student of political science, you are aware of current issues. You can compare the current issues with the reality, then the idealism of government and the political systems. So you can compare and you can act based on your knowledge, your experience. So that is something unique in AB Pulsai. If you want to be in government, then when I became the president of the political science club, that was then the height of activism in the Philippines, the entire Philippines. Imagine, I remember having dialogue with Father Nicasio and Father Bangkali because we were able to have a strike in HNU. We paralyzed, I think, with that height of activism, no? With the left, right, and center, we joined all student groups in the political spectrum, and we had a strike against tuition fee. So that was very challenging because I have to address all issues. I was then also the president of the student government. Then I will talk to President Nicasio why the tuition fee, the status of the increases, then to Father Bangkali as the president. Then I have to talk to campus organizations that it was really something that my patience, I came from a very humble family, humble high school, night high school. So that was then that my leadership sort of was tested, and very challenging with Ma'am Linda also as I consulted Ma'am Linda Paredes sometimes, no, because there was that extreme left, the communist group, and we have the rightists at the time of Boloy. There were only two parties, but in my time there were at least four parties. We have the parties that we accuse of being rightist. Then we have the communist and the extreme left. Then we presented ourselves to be the alternative to the two. That is why we organized the Dibinista para sa Diyos at Inang Bayan. Murag maunay something which is very good in Itzinyo. You have that Christian values. Without God, without Christianity, the possibility is you will go to the extreme right or the left. Those advocating armed struggle, no? In our case, we always see to it that the means towards change should be peaceful. So respect of human dignity and non-violence. We call that active non-violence. So that was very challenging for us in Dibdib. Unya, proud to say most of the organizers of Dibdib are from AB department and mostly AB Political Science, of course, Maya sa Commerce, no? And we were able to present an alternative group because of that situation. It was very, very, shall we say, really the height of activism in the campus. Now it is impossible to gather 1,000 or how many 500 students to go to have an activity, a rally. But at the time, we were able to gather all campus organizations, all sort of, shall we say, different departments, and dealing with the administration, dealing with the students, dealing with the different ideologies was very challenging, and also it gives us a lot. It gives me a lot of lesson, and I think I am able to apply that now in real life, no?
Wow, good for you. What year was this, Mayor? What year was this? What year were you in AB Pulsai? 19.
Batch 1989.
Okay. So I was
First,
I was
from the dictatorship, Marcos dictatorship to IDSA to post IDSA, I was with HNU.
wow. Okay, because I can't remember. I was teaching student in 89, graduated my second course, and then but we already did that while I was in UP, and then I went to I taught in 92, so I don't have a memory of that time that HNU was in that uh, position. Okay, so but I remembered when we were still over there, you can tell who are the AB students, who are the, because they're like converged, right, Mayor? Makaila ta
We
sa
were
una.
in all departments.
Yes,
No, in
others
all
like,
campus organization, we can see
yes.
almost AB students.
And then
Yeah.
the offices were behind the, I believe, behind the gym. Am I correct? The offices
Yeah.
of the campus organizations were behind the gym or somewhere there, and they're like
What
specific.
John mentioned about situation where this campus organization freedom, uh, active and alive campus organizations, we learn a lot from HNU. No, there's a sort of little control, but there's really freedom for student organizations to grow.
So it's like a practice, practice for the real life.
Yes, your Father Bangkali and Father Nicasio, despite our activities, we were having strikes sometimes. They allowed us, they accommodated us, they welcomed us. In fact, we had dialogues with the deans. We call that coffee with the dean, and
Coffee
it
with the dean.
reduces the tension.
Wow.
Yeah, coffee with the dean. So we have coffee with the dean. We talk what is the problem. So we solve problems by dialogue. So we stop the strike. That is why we told the extreme left to better sit down before going on strike. We presented an alternative to shall we say more an extreme solution before going uh, to strike. We need to talk first. So we have coffee with the dean. So our dean, Father Bangkali, Father Nicasio, talked to us. So our problems were gradually addressed, even if not not all problems were solved, but we heard them, they heard us, and we have a peaceful coexistence then.
And I believe the only female VP then, Ma'am Priming,
Ma'am Priming,
yes,
Veloso,
was
yeah.
also very accommodating.
Mhm.
She was the only lay person that held that highest position of whole Divine Word College and probably any SBD school. So she also talked to you, probably the students. Her house was
Mhm.
also open to the students. And last but not the least, Attorney Erica, the youngest probably, yeah. You graduated back in 2000 or
2013.
okay.
It's political, yeah. And for
Granddaughter ni na to,
Granddaughter na yun.
in
Okay.
terms of campus politics, no?
Yes. Please tell me about your experience in the AB Political Studies at Holy Name na jud ka University. I think,
yes,
and then your high moments, significant experiences, challenges. Yes.
I guess one of the most significant or memorable experience that I have in as a political science student of Holy Name University is the, I think, scary recitations. We have these recitations conducted by our professor, which are, we label that as scary because you get to you get to stand up for the whole meeting if you are not able to answer that particular question. So I think with that style, it prepared us to become, in terms of patience and study, it helped us to uh, become more studious and understand well our lessons. With that kind of style, we were able to, I think, became a bit better student, and it's very memorable to me because uh, we labeled that as the scariest part of our life, not being able to study for that particular meeting. And while the rest of I think the panelists were talking about party list membership during their college days. Uh, as for me, I didn't have any party affiliation because I was in the electoral commission at that time. So I was in the middle at that time. Yeah, I decided not to join politics because I have friends on both sides, and I decided to be part of electoral commission. So, and also I think one significant experience that I have is also the research in political science. I think it's a higher level. I think for several years also, the department was able to bag the best in research. So with the rigorous research that we have in the department, we were able to produce research paper which have really impact on the society, like the one that we have, the e-tracks, which we went as far as Talibon just to gather the data. So I think that's one of the as far as I can recall, the significant memories that I have as a college student, as a political science student in Holy Name University.
Well, thank you very much. So if I summarize all the significant, it involves classroom, like how the classes were conducted, the recitation for that period, your Latin, what did you say? Latin maxims, you're being involved in campus orgs or in the parties, campaigning to be in positions of leadership, probably advocating certain particularly on issues of tuition fees. So these were probably training grounds for your current career. So I would like to connect these learnings that you had with your current work. Would you say, or may I know what impact these poli education have, your studies, and to your probably advanced studies in law or graduate studies, post-grad, your career path, your personal life, your advocacies, and your current careers. I'll start with Mayor.
Good afternoon, no? Of course, what I experienced in the campus, what I studied in HNU, the overall experience influenced me a lot. No? I decided to join politics with the shall we say kind of service that I learned from the campus, and I decided to take up law because of my course AB Pulsai. From day one, when I entered AB Pulsai, I was already determined to take up law and do my best with God's blessings to be a lawyer. So the studies that I had with HNU really influenced me to become a lawyer and to serve. Even until now, with Buloy and many deep former party mates from Dibdib, we will have discussions, and we also have chat groups to discuss current issues. So shall we say, because of what we learn in the campus, the spirit of being involved to be part of the change is still with us, even if I am already very, very adult compared to the three of the panelists now. That is a lesson that I learned from being a political science student. There are many things. There are many things that I learned in my AB days, in my campus days, that I applied and has influenced me now. Is a public servant, is a father, is a Christian. So with that holistic approach that you have to balance things, that is usually what Den Lugarta told us, you have to balance not too big head academics, you should balance with your heart and of course with your faith. So it is still within me, although sometimes some principles and values you have to adjust with the reality, you have to be practical, but the learnings that I learned, the principles that I learned in the campus, in HNU, in my every days, has influenced me a lot until now. It helps me. It helps me in my service. It helps me in my life in the society, and is a father not only of my family but a father of my town.
Wow. Thank you very much. Attorney Erica?
I think one thing that political science degree has contributed to me is that it hand up my skills in terms of public speaking and of course your analytical and argumentative skills. Because being a lawyer, um, it does not only require you to know what the law is. It's not enough that you know what the law, but you should also learn how to argue using this law to your advantage or to your cause. And I think political science had helped me develop that particular skill so that I could become an effective lawyer and be able to defend my clients and to serve the society as well.
Wow. Thank you very much. That's so very heartwarming to hear from, especially from the same gender and probably the same age. No, I'm just kidding. Attorney Boloy, Attorney Mitchell John Boyser, and then we'll
Yes,
have
ma'am.
John last.
I think what contributed me a lot during my college days as AB Political Science is more of developing my leadership skill. I should say because, as I said and mentioned earlier, I became the president of the Central Student Government. And then after my graduation, I took up law on the same institution where I also become the governor of the College of Law. And then, well, when I also was a lawyer, and well, fortune and fate, and with God's blessing and guidance, I was also elected as president of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines. So I would also have it in a way that it was my college days as a student leader where my leadership trait or skill was honed, and even part of governance is there because I had also a chance to work with the provincial government for quite number of years. So I would be proud to say that what I learned from my AB Political Science at Holy Name University has greatly contributed to what I am now and what I have achieved perhaps in the last years, both as a private citizen and as a lawyer.
Wow. And even in that position as the provincial legal officer, a lot of the decisions in the provincial government were reliant on you and your legal advice. And I saw that because we had we also had engagements with when you do the MOA and
Yes, ma'am. That's
when you
right.
have all those executive orders or those ordinances, you have to really screen that, and now we had to go through you, make sure
That's
that
right.
it goes through your your eyes before it's approved or signed by the SP or the governor and so on. So I'm happy to hear that HNU Divine Word has really helped a lot in that decision. Okay, and we have John
Yeah, and I
from
think
the social, yes.
yeah, I think most of my colleagues have already mentioned how the course and the school really contributed to our development as better individuals now outside the school. But for me, just very short, it really made me the holy Nimian that I am, as underscored in the vision, mission, and goal of the school. The past school visits really helped us Because we're asked to memorize every time there's an accreditation, we're asked to memorize the vision, mission, and goal. But one of the impact we memorizing the vision, mission, and goal of the school is to really keep up that image and to make sure that we don't only memorize them, but we also practice them. So in terms of my journey as a young development professional, I live up to those vision, mission, and goal. While the vision have already changed, but I could still remember the vision of HAG at that time, no? Called by the Father and inspired by the Holy Spirit. We are witnesses to the divine word. So wherever I go, I just don't bring with me the expertise. I just don't only bring with me the skills that I learned from HNU, but also the spiritual impact I gained over the years as a Holy Namian of Divine Word College. So it's with me, and it will be forever be with me, and it's forever etched in my heart as a product of Holy Name University.
Wow. Thank you. I am speechless because it has touched all of us have been uh, educated at HNU, have SBD, holy name, core values, and carry it with us as we move and as we walk through life. So I have this favorite question, and this is my last question. And I'd like you to speak to our face your camera as you do this. Why HNU? And I'd like you to invite you to talk to our audience as you answer that question. I'll start with Erica, and then John, and then Attorney Boloy, and then Mayor Dodo.
So for those who wanted to take up Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, I think you should choose HNU because, as I've already said and mentioned earlier, it is one of the best universities in not only in Bohol but also in the Philippines, and true to its motto or its banner there, which says that realizing dreams. I have already realized my dreams, so it is now your time to realize your dreams and do it in HNU.
Wow, thank you
I
very
think
much.
that's all.
Okay, John.
Yeah, just like Attorney Erica Barbarona, I would invite our young people in Bohol to study at Holy Name University because the school offers you the opportunity to realize your dreams. And just like Attorney Barbarona, I am living my dream because of Holy Name University, and I will continue to reach out to my dreams still because of Holy Name University. So if you want a school where you will be completely honed in terms of your values, skills, and outlook in life, come study at Holy Name University and be one with us.
Wow, thank you very much. Attorney Boyser.
HNU because it is a Catholic institution, and I am confident that HNU can give the excellent and highest standard in education. I am I would say, I was part of it. And true enough, HNU has molded me in my profession as a lawyer and as an ordinary citizen, not just for me, but even to my family as well. My wife is an alumnus of HNU, and my son, who will be on grade 9 come next school year, 2021 to 2022. So, other than its motto of realizing dreams and the tradition of academic excellence, I would say HNU is the best.
Wow, thank you very much. And save this last for Mayor Dodo Humawid.
What I can say to be among the best in HNU is the so-called holistic development. Your not only your intellectual body, but also your faith, your spiritual body, your social body, your emotional body. All these bodies are being developed. So there's balance, and that is very important in living a real life, that you have to live a balanced life. You have to develop all the bodies that you have, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, And per my experience, I got that from HNU. And that's why we have to ensure the development of the entire self. So HNU, you get it from HNU.
Wow, thank you very much. So bringing together all the panelists in the gallery, here are our panelists this afternoon. I want to thank them for sharing their invaluable insights and going back down memory lane of their AB Political Science Studies, connecting it with their career paths, their current work, current status in life. We have a 2013 graduate, now practicing law in the person of attorney Erica Barbarona. We have a social development very close to my heart, worker, uh, been involved in so many different international, local development work with various organizations. We have John Maragino. We have attorney Michelle John Boycer, former IBP president, former provincial legal officer, now back to private law practice. And we have Mayor Antonino na gyud, Mayor Antonino Morala Humawid. I apologize for that.
No problem.
And I want to thank all of you for joining this panel this afternoon. I hope that we have shared, we have actually bared all to those who have interest in uh, coming to HNU to enroll in AB Political Science, either to proceed to the College of Law or to go into social development work, whatever careers they have in life, even in politics. And I hope that it's an afternoon, an hour or so worthwhile for them. I just want to mention here that Cynthia Aiko is watching. Pat Pat Espiritu is here. Sigrid Gallego Boycer is here. Jocelyn Montes, Alhyun Junji, Ma'am Johnny Bermudo, Madeline Mary Sinon. Myrene was also asking for the link. Several are watching. This will be in Facebook, our official Facebook Live Facebook page forever. We will also upload this in the YouTube channel, premiering it tomorrow. This will be, the audio will also be in DYJR 106.9 FM in our Metro Tagbilaran area. And I want to invite our avid listeners or watchers, synchronous or asynchronous, to follow us on Facebook. On Twitter, it's HNU Bohol. On Instagram, it's Holy Name University. We have a Wikipedia page, Holy Name University. We have a YouTube channel. It's also Holy Name University. And our website is www.hnu.edu.ph. Enrollment is still ongoing. Classes start August 9. And to enroll, you can go to hnu.edu.ph/admission to check out the admission requirements, and to enroll, mis.edu.ph/admission. This has been Vera Villosido, the Marketing and Advertising Officer, thanking you for an afternoon of conversation and information about Holy Name University and the AB Political Science program. Thank you very much and have a pleasant afternoon. I will play the video while we go the marketing video for the others to enjoy and watch and learn more about Holy Name University, while the panel can slowly exit.
I chose HNU as my school because it offers a good quality education. It offers a good course, medical technology, which is my choice. That's why I chose HNU as my school.
Oh, it failed to start. I'm sorry. It failed to start. So
Holy Name University has a
hold
way
on.
of balancing the hands-on training and academics so that one does not only learn how to do things, but also know why things work that